Hey girls, welcome back to the True Feminine Show. My name is Rachel, your host, and I am a dating and relationship coach who really specializes and focuses on feminine embodiment, feminine energy, and really helping women return back to their true femininity. And in doing so, the hope is, and what I believe naturally takes place when we do this, is we draw men in instead of repelling them away from us. So anyways, that's what I'm about. That's what my show and all my socials are about, is helping women figure out how to draw men into them rather than repel them. In what I do, I answer a lot of questions. My dog is here with us. He likes to join sometimes, so we're just going to let him say hello. But I get asked a lot of questions. I get a lot of Q&As that come in. And one of the Q&As that I've gotten recently quite a bit is the question around porn and how to address the conversation with a man about porn. So example being, like a question that came in recently was, hey Rachel, how do I know when it's the right time to ask, or when is the appropriate or right or best time to ask a man if he watches porn, if he's addicted to it, etc. Okay. So since I've gotten asked this question quite often, I thought I would make a video addressing it because there's a lot to address within this. And that's why I wanted to jump on here on YouTube specifically to talk about it. So let's dive in. Porn. This is a very big topic. It is a topic that a lot of women get concerned about, that it worries them when it comes to dating. And I don't blame you, because it definitely worried me. And, it is something that always kind of lingers there. So here's the deal. First and foremost, before I dive into when is the best time to ask a man about that, I want to just preface all of this by saying, let's be real about the realities of porn and pornography, okay? So the reality is that now in today's age, there's almost about zero possibility for a man, and woman for that matter, to not see porn. So at some point in every person's journey that you probably see in life, they've probably seen porn, witnessed it, watched it, came across it, whether it was soft porn in a commercial or full on, they've seen it. So I just want us to take a deep breath and realize that this is actually just, it's here, it's prevalent, it's in our society. It's one click away. We all have phones, not to mention our phones, they can read people, right? So the algorithms know what gender you are. They know what age you are. They know what interests you, what piques your interest, and more importantly, what keeps your interest. So let's just realize it's us against the algorithm. And I mean the men against the algorithm too, okay? The algorithms of the interwebs. So we all have a computer system in our pockets and in our phones. So this is going to be something that is a forever journey for a man and a woman. This is not a journey that is like, oh yeah, I just stopped watching porn, or oh yeah, I don't do that anymore. They're being targeted all of the time. So it's more, I just want to say that to be sober-minded about it and realize that it's not so much about, oh, is this person never watched porn? Is this possible to not watch porn? No. What this actually is about is, where is this person at in their journey with this? What are their priorities? What do they value when it comes to this topic? And what do they have set up, and what are they setting up to, protect themselves, or more importantly, protect the relationship between the man and his woman who he wants to date. Okay. Just want to say that. We'll circle back to that in a minute, but let's move forward. So when is the best time to ask a man if he's watched porn? Okay, so in my opinion, this is not something you ask on the first date. It's not something that you just whip out even date 3. It's really a conversation that gets to be had once the two of you have established consistent relationship building together, okay? Once you have noticed the man coming towards you consistently, so he is consistently moving towards you, he is consistently showing up for you. And the best time to ask truly is when a man gets to a point where he has really begun to fall for you and he wants to move the relationship forward. So he wants to have an intentions conversation. He wants to ask for exclusivity. He wants to let you know he's interested in moving the relationship forward. Once he is at that point, now we have leverage. And now this is a great opportunity for you to say something along the lines of this. Hey, I would love that. I would love more intentionality. I would love to be exclusive. And that really makes me happy and giddy inside that you asked me that. But I really would love to just ask some questions, before moving into a deeper form of relationship with you. And he'll probably say, yeah, sure. What is that? And you can say, okay, I know this is kind of personal and interesting, but I'm just curious to know, like, what is your porn journey like? Or what has that been like for you in your life? And where are you at along that journey? And he might say, what do you mean? And you say, well, I know we live in a world where, porn is truly everywhere. It's in commercials. It's just all over. I know that men are targeted, by algorithms. And I know it's just like not the easiest thing to avoid. But I just wanted to know, like, do you watch it? Are you addicted? Were you addicted? And then also, like, what do you have set in place, or have you thought of ways to, set yourself up for success in that area? So I'm just curious to hear your thoughts. And that's all. Yeah. And then you give him the floor. Now, I want you to notice what I said to say. I said to ask him what his porn journey is like. So it's not like, are you addicted to porn? Do you watch porn? The guy can be like, no, I don't watch porn. And he's like, I just haven't watched it for a week. So we want to just kind of have this a little deeper, a little more open-ended, and a little more curious, okay, about his whole journey with it. And so it just leaves room for just good conversation around it. And then thirdly or fourthly, I'm not sure what number I'm on, but I want to remind you, when you are addressing this topic with your man or a man, please, please, please be sure to address it with non-judgment. Judgment, if a person feels judged, it's the very thing that will shut them down. If they feel a critical spirit, they will get defensive, they will shut down, they will get scared, they will run, and then we just miss the whole point. The whole point is recognizing what the world is throwing at us and then asking, how are we, addressing this? How are we moving through this? And what do we value more? And so it's really good to just ask that. And then lastly, I would say, you want to ask him, you want to express how it makes you feel. Like, hey, like, I get it. Like, I know this world. I know, like, men are targeted, and, like, you're always going to be thrown links at things. Like, women get thrown links, just out of nowhere. And, but I know there's things that you can set up on your phone. I think they have like porn blockers and things like that. And, so, I'm just curious, would you be open to, setting things up like that? And, is it part of your value system to do the things that would protect, our exclusivity in our relationship? And maybe have you even thought of that? You can ask him. And you could say, I totally understand, like, if you have, like, it's like totally normal. Like, I've seen it if you have, but we want to make sure that we're meeting that person where they're at so that it disarms them and it doesn't make them feel like they have to hide something. And the other thing when you're talking about porn with a man is that you want to address that you're on the same team. Like, I feel like it's a team effort. to kind of like avoid it in life. And, I just want you to know, like, I'm not against you in it or angry at you or anything like that. I'm actually for you. And this is just, I think it's just kind of, I've heard that when you get in a relationship, it's sort of a team effort when it comes to the topic of porn. So, and yeah, so I'm going to close there. I'm going to stop there. In my courses, in my programs, my classes, I do talk about this. This tends to also come up, is how do we talk to men about this? So there is more to elaborate on the topic, but these are just a few thoughts to help you navigate this conversation. And if you girls have any more questions that you would like me to address and more videos on this, maybe more specifics on it, just go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know if there's something else you would like me to address. I addressed this conversation with my own husband when we were dating, and I didn't really bring it up until he started telling me that he was in love with me. And, he really was like, we're ready to like drop this, like, I love you, and I was too, but I was like, I can't say I love you to this person unless I really know about his journey with this type of thing, and his journey on his phone, and what he's, going, what he, feels led to do to protect the relationship that we're in. And so I have a pretty good experience with this conversation. I actually really love it. So if you girls want more videos on this, let me know in the comment section below, and we can address more on this topic. But for now, if you'd like, go ahead and subscribe for to get notified for more videos. And I hope and pray this video is and wasn't as helpful. And I look forward to just hearing more from you girls. Okay? Love ya. Bye.